When you picture a dragon, you might think of fire and wings, but humanity's oldest dragon myths were nothing like that. The earliest dragon serpents tied to water, storm, and even lightning. In fact, some of the world's very first dragon images are painted on the wall of caves in South Africa. In South Africa, ancient sand rock paintings show enormous serpents-like beings to the sand people. These creatures weren't just snakes, they were cosmic forces linked to rain, rivers. In China, dragons were not monsters, but protectors. They ruled rivers, lakes, and rainfall. Farmers prayed to them for fertile crop. Entire dynasty blessing if they brought rain. A curse unleashed flood. The idea that dragons are tied to water echoes across cultures worldwide. For people whose survival depended on water, these dragon serpents represented both life and danger. A descent from dragons as a sign of divine power. In Mesoamerica, Quetzalcoatl, feathered serpent, was a rain bringer tied to fertility, wind, and creation itself. In Australia, the rainbow serpent shaped the very landscape, carving rivers and valleys, bringing water to the land. But it was also dangerous. If disrespected, it could unleash storms and floods. From Africa to Asia to Australia, water dragons weren't just beasts, they were gods of survival. Dragons weren't only tied to water on the ground, they were also tied to the sky. In India, the serpent hold back the rivers until the storm. God India struck him with a thunderbolt, releasing the water. In Japan, ruled the ocean, tides and storms in a great undersea palace. Across Asia, lightning itself was sometimes seen as the movement of a dragon twisting through the sky. Thunder was its roar. Imagine ancient people watched a violent storm, lightning splitting the sky, thunder shaking the ground. To them, this wasn't random weather. It was a dragon alive and thrashing across the heaven. So why did so many cultures imagine dragons as being of water and storm? Because what life, but also death. Too little rain meant famine. Too much meant flood. And storms could destroy everything in an instant. By giving these forces a body, a serpent, a dragon, people could tell stories about them, pray to them, or even try to tame them. Dragons gave meaning to chaos. The stories of dragons, beings not with fire-breathing monsters, but with water serpents, painted on caves, walls, with ring bringers who bless the earth, with storm beasts flashing across the sky as long as lightning. They weren't just stories, they were humanity's first way of understanding nature itself. So what do you think? Were dragons born from snakes and storms, or are they ancient memories of something greater? Creatures that once ruled land, water, and sky? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and check out some other videos about fairies and mermaids.